radios on the right side coming on, and starter on the right side in 3.
Stand by. And on throttle.
And on throttle for that, okay. And starter coming on in 3, 2, and 1, engage. Back to 1,000 RPM, let it warm up. Oil pressure is checked on the green ammeter. Is checked on. Engine start done. One engine throttle perfect. Fuel pump is checked on. Primary on the left side, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Prop rate. Clear prop! Starter on the left side coming on in 3, 2, and 1, engage.
This one too, you got me?
I got you loud and clear. How me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, much better. I'm not having to fight I constantly was fighting this thing yesterday. No worries. Alright, lights as required. We're set with a fin stroke. Transponder to stand by. We'll make sure it's there. It is. Radios set checked. Let's see, waiting on the self-test. We'll hold it there for just a second, but I can, my trim set. So, my ADI is not working accurately, but my suction is looking good.
It'll come to life eventually.
Okay.
Usually, actually,
not just a check right, is it?
Getting the turns during the taxi usually brings it to life, actually.
Okay. Alright, looks like we're within the appropriate state range. 7. Still about 5 degrees off, I guess.
Something like that, yeah. Again, just...
Known and within tolerances.
Yeah.
Alright, I can do 8 is the old-fashioned way, 125.275.
Approach, caution for birds only in the vicinity of the airport. Another runway 9 left, 27 miles closed until further notice. Cecil VOR is out of service. Helipad 2 is closed. Taxiway Bravo 2 is closed south of Taxiway Bravo. VFR departing aircraft advised ground control the initial direction of flight. Advised on initial contact, you have Tango. Official airport destination Tango, time 1350 Zulu weather, wind 190 at 6, visibility is 10. Sky conditions scattered at 3,400. Temperature 290, dew point 24, altimeter 3001. Runway 18 left and right is in east, suspect visual approach. Caution for birds on and in the vicinity of the airport. Another, runway 90 left, 27 miles closed until further notice. Cease of VOR is out of service. Helipad 2 is closed. Taxiway Bravo 2 is closed south of Taxiway Bravo. VFR departing aircraft advised ground control the initial direction of flight. Advised initial contact, you have Tango.
Alright, ground control 121.625, it's in already. Alright, radios are set, checked.
About this guy down here.
Oh yeah, this guy's out of date, but I still want to utilize him as a backup even though we'll be visual the whole time. So,
okay.
Thank you. And it helps me set my comm 2s, right?
It does.
Oh, 2 and
nav.
Nav 2. If I want to go to AV, I can.
What is it you're trying to do?
Set everything to. So when I go to my nav, well, check. That's volume. Check. That's better. This way, when I go to my. Is it nav 3 page or my waypoint page? No, that page, nav 2.
Nav 2.
I'm at KVQQ.
Yep.
Alright, radio set, check. Trim is not tested, but set, or it's tested, I guess, because it's manual and I moved it. Taxi area, we're clear left, right, and front. We got some fuel trucks off to our front left quarter panel, so we'll say the brake checks until after route. For the taxi check, we'll do our brakes and steering check. After we've made the turn, we'll check our flight instruments, make sure we got good needle or good turn indicator involved, and then we'll make sure our fuel crossfeed checks are on, and we'll call that complete once we get to our taxi portion. We're up ground and we got information. Tango. Cecil ground, good morning. Sunrise 15 at the Sunrise ramp, like a taxi VFR to the west. We got information, Tango.
Sunrise 15, Cecil ground, good morning. Taxi to runway 18 right via Charlie Alpha 3 for the Alpha 3 intersection departure.
Alright, taxi to 18 right via Charlie Alpha 3 for the Alpha 3 intersection departure for Sunrise 15. Alright. Fire brake is released. For taxi checklist is complete. Clear left, right, and in front. You ready to taxi?
I am. What are you using to navigate while you're taxiing on the ground?
Oh, that would be this page here that I don't have up, so that's a good point.
Okay.
On Epic 35, Papa Zulu at the Jetport with Sierra, ready taxi. Epic 35, Papa Zulu, 6 ground right at Tango is now current altimeter 3002.
Alright, so we'll be coming out of here, taking Charlie, which is on the edge of the ramp, Alpha, left at Alpha, and then down to F at 3.
Roger that.
Right, we'll work on
Alright, clear left, right, in front.
Papa Zulu.
Going forward.
Tail changes.
And no chocks in the way this time.
7,500 now. Altimeter 3002, temperature's 29.
You gotta admit that was pretty funny.
It was, I deserved it. Alright. Nashville Street. My brakes check. You have the controls.
Am I testing my brakes? Is that what I'm doing?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm sorry. Is that,
Oh, yeah. Just want to make sure.
yeah,
I
sorry.
didn't know if you wanted me to fly. Oh, my seat is stuck.
That's not good.
Why is my seat stuck?
Yeah, I'll set the front brake real quick.
What am I catching on? Probably a seatbelt is my guess. Yeah, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, actually, you need to put your seatbelt on since we're taxiing. FAA requires it.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay.
Any movement.
So you have turned on the fasten seatbelt sign?
I have.
Okay. All right, now we're all set.
All right, taxi coming on.
I controls.
You got the controls.
I control.
Your controls.
And my brakes appear to work just fine. Your controls.
Gotcha. I have the controls.
You have control.
I have controls. Yeah, clear left, right, front, coming forward.
Would you mind doing me a favor, actually, and asking for full length on 18 right?
Sure. You want me to stop the plane to do it? I know I'm not supposed to do the checklist. Calling on the radio is okay to do while we taxi in the
Well, you can talk on the radio.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just check.
Hopefully.
Yeah, clear left and right, coming left. Yeah, Cecil ground, Sunrise 15 request.
5 ground, sir, request.
Yes, sir. Wondering if we can get full length runway today.
Sure, you can do that. Taxi 18 right. It'll be Charlie and Alpha.
All right, 18 right via Charlie Alpha for Sunrise 15. Thank you.
So, what's your new taxi route?
Charlie Alpha. So Charlie, turn left on Alpha, going all the way down to Alpha 1, 18 right full length.
All right. Fell into the classic trap. Looking down at that, not necessarily a hit item, but could be, depending on the examiner.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. I mean, it is
Okay.
no shit, pardon my language. Looking outside, do not look down, kind of a thing. So if you need to get new taxi instructions, that's when you would bring the airplane to a stop.
Okay.
Now, to talk on the radio per se, no. Because you can still look outside, right?
Okay.
But what the FAA wants you to do is, if you're going to get new taxi instructions, number one, bring the airplane to a stop, write them down as you get them, and then rebrief the route.
Oh, okay.
And then carry on.
Roger that. So I should get that beforehand. Or stop the plane. Yeah, G5 doesn't look like she's spinning, but the light is flashing.
That is the brand new Gulfstream. You can see the chute on the back.
Nice. Must be nice to have money.
All right. Yeah, those are the actual Gulfstream guys testing it.
Yeah.
They're taking it out and doing
From Savannah, isn't that where they're at?
Yep, you got it.
Alright, clear left and right. Coming forward to Alpha. Clear left and right on Alpha, coming left on Alpha. I do have a left turn coordinator and a right ball on my turn, so that looks good. And
It looks like the AI finally came to life.
it did.
Hey, I thought you said you had set your trim. Stop looking down. You're biting every time.
No kidding. It's gonna be a challenge for me if he does tricks like that.
It's not necessarily a trick, it's a distraction.
Yeah, yeah.
And they are required to distract you. So be prepared for that.
Roger.
If she starts to get away from me like this, or she's starting to speed up,
Alright.
you just bring it right back to idle for a good 5-10 seconds. What you don't want to do is keep it at idle.
Right.
For extended lengths of time that fouls the plugs.
Okay.
But better to bring it to idle for a little bit than ride the brakes.
Right.
Brakes get hot.
Slow it down. Don't get too fast. Why is it the phone always blows up while you're in the middle of taxiing?
Because I arranged it to be a distraction for you.
That's a good one. found?
Another carrier. That's interesting to work for. 757s and 747s.
Huh.
They do a lot of stuff overseas, places you actually might not want to go to, places like Kandahar, Afghanistan, Iraq,
Sure.
those places. Carrying equipment, cargo, and troops.
I've done that plenty of times. Hoping to do civilians now. Somebody coming in on final. We'll do a we got an FedEx plane minus on that will create that much wake, but I'll turn into the runway just for.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too affected by our wake at all.
But I'll turn in anyway.
Fine by me. It's not unsafe. I don't mind.
At least to here, I can still see final. Alright, taxi check, brakes and steering were checked, flight instrument check, fuel selector switch is still on, checklist was complete before takeoff, flight brake. Is set, flight controls, watch your knees.
Raj?
WD-40 did wonders, by the way, if you could check the rudder for me.
You got left rudder or right rudder?
It's free and easy. Fuel selectors are on, engine checked, mixtures are coming full forward, props. Full increase, engine instruments. We're not in the red, so looking good there. Throttles. Sorry, we're going to throttles 1500. Alright, there's 1500 on their props. Feather check, left side, come on. And right side going. Alright. Throttle's coming at 2,000 RPM. Alright, there's 2,000. Gonna exercise the props. Left side start. We'll start with manifold pressure because it's on the top. And I got a rise, good. Right side, got a rise, good. Looking at RPMs on the left side. We got a drop looking good on the right side. Got a drop looking good. Looking for my oil pressure on the left side. No drop. Oh, a drop. Still stayed in the green, looking good. Right side, little movement, stayed in the green, looking good. Left side, looking for oil splatters. No oil splatters on the left. Right side, looking for oil splatters. No oil splatters, looking good. Alright, prop exercise. Governor's coming back to 1800 on the RPM with the check carburetor heat on the, don't forget to return her back, sorry. Thank you. So, all that, prop governors are checked. Carburetor heat on the left side, going in 3, 2, 1. Looks good on the left. And on the right. Looks good on the right. Carburetor heat is off and checked. Magnetos. Alright, we'll start on the right engine. Right, left. Coming 3, 2, 1. And it dropped about 150. Coming back on. And right, right. about 150 as well, so they're within 175 and they're within 50 of each other.
Perfect.
Back on. Left, left. Going in 3, 2, 1. There's about 175. That's right on the line. And right. Sorry, left, right. That's right at 150. So we're looking at about 25 apart, but within limits on the left side.
All right, so let's say she's running a little bit rough.
Okay.
Because that left side wasn't as smooth as I like it. So let's do the burning it off. Let's get those plugs nice and clean. Do you remember did I brief you on how to clean the plugs?
I have not heard this before.
Okay. What we want to do, we get gunk on the plugs. Best way to get the gunk off there is to burn it off. So what you want to do is create as much heat in those cylinders as you possibly can.
Okay.
The way we're going to do that, you're going to go to maximum power.
Okay.
Go ahead and give it full power.
Okay.
And we're going to bring the mixture back so we get that 13-to-1 ratio. 13-to-1 being the ideal ratio.
Okay, so we're going to get that.
Go ahead and watch the EGTs, and you can bring them back individually or together, either way, but you have to watch the EGT peak. Once you get to the peak, there it is right there, back forward, a little bit, right there. See that peak right there?
Right.
All right, now do the same thing on the right side. You'll hear it too. There it is right there. Right about there. And we'll let it burn for 1 minute. So we start to watch, or we just hack the clock.
Okay. While we're doing this, I'm going to put up tower real quick just to make sure we got it.
Roger that.
So even though this is lower now, is that something I should adjust?
Yeah, you can bring it back a hair.
Bring it back or up?
Bring it back so it peaks. You want to keep it up at the peak. And it'll go back up. What happened there is you moved it forward just a little bit too much.
Right.
You hear it? How the tone changes?
Yeah.
There you go. So right about there is the peak. Alright, so that's about 50 seconds. That's good enough. Let me just check these really fast.
Okay.
Alright. Now we'll go back to 2,000 RPM, so bring the throttles back to 2,000.
Okay.
And then put the mixtures back to full rich. Back to the original condition we started at. Now check that left engine again. We'll run the magneto checks.
Right. Left, coming.
A little bit smoother than the last time.
Yeah, there's 150. And left to right.
A little bit smoother than the last time. Still a little rough, but well within tolerances, right?
Yep.
There you go. All right, so that's how you do it.
Okay.
Just get it as hot as possible in those cylinders for 1 minute.
Okay.
Carry off.
Magneto is checked. Alternator output is on the left side. Now I'll pick up the load on the right. Pick up the load. Are checked and unstated lights. Are placed in chest. They look good. Suction gauge is checked. 4.5.2. No nipple showing. Throttles idle check coming back to 1,000. That's right, idle and then to 1,000, right?
Yep.
So they're still running at the idle, looking good, and then back to 1,000. Those check mixtures are back to lean again. After engine checks, quadrant friction is adjusted, flight instrument GPS HSI. Alright, so we're taking off to the south.
Your initial heading on departure will be heading 260.
Okay, 260.
Climb and maintain 2,000.
260, climb and maintain 2,000, you said?
2,000 initially, expecting 4 in 10 minutes.
Roger. So flight instruments, got no airspeed, which is expected. You PI looks good. Altimeters, we're looking for something better than this. 3001, which is close. I got good needle and turn indicator. I got no flags on my HSI, and my alert speed is good. So, GPS is set, and HSI all good. Departure briefing. All right, for departure today, takeoff speed is going to be...
Just out of curiosity, skim off for just a second here, just to help you out.
Sure.
Do you want the waypoint in there, or do you want that bearing pointer that we had discussed previously where it says bearing and then track? Because the waypoint's always going to be highlighted here in pink. I find it a little bit redundant.
Yeah, okay.
I put bearing in there.
Okay.
So it tells you the bearing to the waypoint.
And that is derived
The menu.
Put you on the right side.
Change fields. So scroll down to change fields. Right there. Enter. And then waypoint is highlighted. Take the little knob, click it once to the right, and that'll give you the options of taking it up to BRG. Bearing. Now you got bearing, track, ground, speed, and distance. That's all valid information. Press the cursor to get out. So right now track is highlighted. Just press cursor. It takes it out of highlight.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
There you go.
All right. Alright, flight assured GPS HSI are all set. Departure briefing. Speed today we 70 knots or rotate anything 471 here. Board. Prop system well, not load. I guess if it comes like that we don't. Prop system loaded. Prop direction go prop. We'll shut it down. On the ground as we reach a safe taxi speed. Plenty of runway for that. After 79 knots, once we're airborne, if we have runway in front of us still, we'll keep the gear down and we'll land again and stop in the remaining runway. If there's no more runway remaining, then we will continue airborne and handle as an airborne emergency. Back me up on my blue line.
Roger that.
And any of the emergency procedures that we go through. And we'll be initially runway heading to the departure end, then right turn out 260 up to 2000 if there are questions.
No questions, just like I said, if you happen to have an engine failure on the runway, remember just to call the abort and bring the throttles to idle.
Okay. Departure briefing is complete. Parking brake is coming. Release checklist is complete.
Now when I say call the abort, don't announce it over the radio, just
call to you. Yep.
Downwind option on the left.
Alright, lineup checks. Flight instruments are checked once again. No lights, everything looks good.
On the left,
Not in the red. Engine instruments, everything looks good, not in the red. That's what and fuel selectors are still on. Flaps are set and checked to look good in proper position. Trim is set. Since you tricked me into looking down before. Cow flaps are open. Carburetor heat is off. It's going to stay that way. Fuel pumps. Bring them on real quick. And fuel pumps and door. Sorry, I'm supposed to wait until we take the runway for the fuel pumps.
Again, it's not an unsafe thing to do that, so you're more than welcome to do that.
Okay.
We just like to leave them off until we're cleared for takeoff. That way we don't have to change them out too often.
Roger. Now, I did hear somebody in the pattern for the downwind, so I'm not sure where they are.
Yeah, you've got a P8 coming up on a right base for 36, or for 18 left, excuse me.
Alright, so I will reposition and then look for him. Alright, clear left, right, and in front, coming forward. And I go to mid-sight. I'll just wait until he gets here instead of bothering the tower. Alright, park reset. Definitely gets hot.
She gets warm. I'll take an air conditioner over a heater, but they gave us the heater.
Yeah. And AC's a little more elaborate. That's a huh?
A firm.
Oh, a long roll.
You get back to left close traffic. Left close, 807.
Tower, Sunrise 15, hold true to 18 right, ready for takeoff.
Sunrise 15, Cecil Tower, runway 18 right, wind 210 at 6, clear for takeoff with a right turn on course. Caution weight turbulence departing P8 on the left side.
Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 18 right with a right turn out for Sunrise 15. Alright, cleared left and above. Clear right above with departing traffic. And come on out. I'm going to turn my fuel pumps on. Dang it, I shouldn't have done that before that. Sorry. Fuel pumps on. Door. Do we get it here or in?
I'll get the door.
Okay.
Oh, well, you tell me. What do you think?
I probably should get it before we take the runway.
Okay.
Alright, mixture's coming full forward. Valves full increase.
I'm going to get the fans just so we have a little bit of ventilation.
External lights, they're all set. And
Remember the external lights go in the up position.
Up position, I'm sorry.
For takeoff, there you go.
Alright. Alright, all lights up. And down to time off, which will be 3-5. Alright, tower coming up to, what was it, 2,000?
20 inches.
20 inches, sorry. 20 inches, everything's still in the green. Or not in the red, I guess is a better way to describe it. Everything looks good on the left. You good on the right?
Good on the right.
Alright, we're on the roll.
Tower England 807, goes down one out to the left.
And abort.
Roger that. 8. Go ahead and recenter up. You can take her on the roll.
Roger.
There you go. You can take it on the roll.
Okay, and we're on the roll. Anyway, I'm assuming that was your right foot?
I'm not telling you.
Just didn't want to take a plane that was still bad.
If it was.
There's 70 knots. Going flying. A little verbal from maybe the wake turbulence. And we'll climb up. There's the line. And we're out of usable runway, so we'll climb it away. Gear come up. Indicates up, flaps are already up. There's 500 feet that we consider climb power.
Okay, Sunrise 15, turn right heading 260 and contact departure. I've got the comms.
Alright, it's right at 260 and you have the comms. Switch departure simulated. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring this back to 2525. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's that. There's my heading. And 1,000 feet climb checklist. Landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Climb power is set. Fuel pumps. We'll test the left one first. Climbing away, good speed. Left one coming off. And still running good. Back on. And right one coming off. And looks like we're losing something. We'll go ahead and turn that right fuel pump back on and shoot for 88 knots. I'll level off for a second and maintain it. Make sure that engine's still looking good with pressure came back. We'll go ahead and turn around and go back home and start over another day. Simulated if that's really an issue.
Any procedures you'd like to run for the engine failure?
Oh, did it actually? I'm sorry. Did it?
It did quit on us, so that's,
Okay,
that's an engine failure in play.
Mixture props, and then
I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this guy right here.
throttle.
It's developing a little bit of power, it looks like.
Okay.
But not as much power as it could, right?
Roger. So it's not
Extra props, throttles.
extra top throttles. Gear is up. Flaps are up. Gear is up. We'll maintain blue line. And then we do have the right engine. We'll go ahead and verify that it's a problem.
And it's right there. You can move it back and forth, and well, you would simulate moving it back and forth. It is all the power you're going to get out of it right there.
It's not giving me anything. Right now, what I would do is I'd turn around, I'd keep it running for just a little bit longer, and then I'd head back towards the field, and obviously call at the end of the day if it was a real emergency.
Which way would you turn?
I'd turn away from the dead, to tell you the truth, which is to the left, and then I'd end up getting a downwind on the other side of the airfield.
Would you want to feather it, or you just want to keep it the way it is?
If it's running and producing thrust at about 1,500 RPM and it's not affecting me, which is not too bad on the rudder, I would keep it for now. But
coming back to life.
When I got towards the pattern, I would shut it down. And
I'll set you back up in your climb power setting there. That problem has fixed itself.
I wouldn't know what it was going to do, so I wouldn't want to land with it still running.
All right, so I believe you were at fuel pumps. Let's shoot for this hole right there.
Okay, clear right, coming right.
I believe you were at fuel pumps on the climb checklist.
Fuel pumps were checked, and all of instruments are checked, none in the red. Cowl flaps are staying open, and checklist complete on the climb. And I'm going through my altitude, he said 2,000.
Hey, firm. Distracted you.
You're doing a good job.
Not my first rodeo.
So, we know when you want me to climb higher, sir. Sunrise 15 requesting climb to get above the clouds.
Sunrise 15, roger. I got traffic ahead to your right. It'll be about 2 miles. There you go.
Alright, just looking for cruise power, which is 19 and 23.
When you're doing an intermediate level off like this, you can go ahead and leave the props at 25, so they're ready to go for the climb.
I got you.
That way it's just nice and easy with the power on the second climb. Sunrise 15, climb and maintain 4,000, fly heading 350.
Alright, 350 on the heading, climb maintain 4,000, Sunrise 15. Alright, back to climb power at 25 and 25. That's 35. Sorry, I'm cheating, and that's bothering me. I need to put the goggles on or something. Because I'm looking at the clouds like an idiot.
Right about now, it's okay. I can tell you're looking at your instruments. We're good.
Alright, up to 4,000.
Stay firm, 4,000. That settled things down a bit.
Yeah.
I can concentrate.
350 up to 4,000, looking for 80. That's nice little updrafts below the clouds, always fun.
Sunrise 15, turn right heading at 020.
Alright, right 020, Sunrise 15. Clear right, coming right, 020. I can't see anything I haven't seen.
Sunrise 15, give me your best rate of climb up to 4,000, please, sir.
Alright, best rate of climb up to 4,000. Blue line's at 88, best rate's at 82, working. And I guess that would include max power, huh?
Hey, firm, it would. If ATC asks you to go best rate up, you gotta give max continuous.
Gotcha.
Sunrise 15, turn right additional 10 degrees.
Alright, right additional 10 degrees, Sunrise 15. There's 88 knots coming back towards 82, there's 030 on the heading. It's actually less distracting.
What, than looking outside?
Yeah.
You can concentrate.
Exactly.
Sunrise 15, you can expect 5,000 as a final today.
And Sunrise 15 will expect 5,000. Continue climb to 5,000.
Sunrise 15, A firm, climb and maintain 5,000.
Alright, climb and maintain 5,000, Sunrise 15. Alright, there's 4,000 or 5,001 to go. Amazing how much more calm the plane acts when I'm looking only inside too.
Sunrise 15, turn right heading 120.
Alright, right turn 120, Sunrise 15. Yeah, clear me right if you can.
You are clear right.
Coming right.
Yeah, if I give you a heading change like that, you can assume I've cleared you right.
Roger. Right into the sun.
Tower Lima 807, gonna take a couple laps start altitude.
807, Roger, I'm sorry, running way left.
0, we're way left.
There's 120. And leveling at 5,000. Yes, I said 5 or like an idiot.
Not unsafe. I don't care. If you do something unsafe, that's when me, Billy, or the examiner is going to care.
Roger.
Sunrise 15, turn right heading 150, and you're cleared block altitude 5,000 down to 3,000 for maneuvering.
Alright, right 150, cleared block 3,000, 5,000, Sunrise 15. For maneuvering. Looking for 23 and 19, a little fast. There's 150.
Alright.
T23, climb checklist for complete cruise checklist. We'll bump it out real quick. Cruise power is set. Mixtures are staying where they're at for today. Or for right now, external lights are set.
Tower Sunrise 15. We'll be overhead at 5,000 maneuvering and monitoring.
Sunrise 15, Roger.
Tail flaps are staying open. Heading indicator compass looking good, and we're slaved line 150, and it's still matching. Checklist is complete, ready for our maneuvering gums checklist. Gasoline we got over.
First thing we're going to do is slow flight in the clean configuration. It'll be gear up, flaps up, pulling it back to slow flight. We're not going to get the stall warning on today. If you do hear the stall warning, I would like you to recover as though you have stalled the airplane and get us back into cruise configuration.
Okay.
The point of this slow flight is to fly in airspeed, and I'll have you fly at 70 knots, 70 knots.
70 knots. All right. Gums check. Gasoline's 40. Minor carriage, we're up and up. Yeah, mixture is full forward. Props.
Sunrise 15, flighting 180.
180 on the heading. Props for slow flight are coming full forward as well, since we're going to be in the, well, I guess it didn't.
Nope, you're right. Everything other than steep turns.
Okay.
Steep turns is the only one
that's
don't come back.
Okay.
We're done with forward motions.
Props, and then fuel pumps are, they're still on.
Left them on, again, not unsafe, so I'm not going to ding you for it.
Roger.
Having more fuel pumps going is not going to bother me.
No worries. All right, fuel pumps are on. A little bit of a ball out. Fix that real quick. Alright, fuel pumps are on. And switches. Fuel pumps, security, seatbelt, I'm secured, you're secured, make sure everything else is secured, and we'll go to slow flight at 180 on the heading, looking for 70 knots, bringing the power back.
Control aircraft has the weather information. Airman Sierra Tango Zulu for Georgia. All the coastal waters available. High watch, flight watch, and flight service frequencies.
knots to go. Alright, 3 knots fire, gonna add a little fire back in.
Sunrise 15, turn right, heading 330.
Alright, right, 330, a little fast still. And right to 330. And clear right.
You are clear right.
No more than 15 degrees out on the bank and slow flight. Got a slight climb in, a little fast, so pulling the power just a hair more.
Alright, when you reach a heading of 330, I'd like you to increase the bank angle to 25 degrees, add 20 inches of manifold pressure, and simulate an over-rotation on departure. So this is going to be your departure clean stall. Again, 25 degrees bank, 20 inches of manifold pressure, and then just simulate over-rotation. Recover at the first indication of a stall.
Okay, so I'm gonna get stable real quick.
Go ahead, keep turn coming. Go ahead, keep turn coming.
Keep the turn coming.
Yep, keep turn coming. Just increase the bank angle to 25. And then now 20 inches of manifold pressure.
5 white left, 807.
And simulate that over-rotation in the turn. So start pitching up.
And pitching up.
There it is.
Relax, level, ball. Alright, mixtures, props, throttles, full forward, gear is up, flaps are up, we're climbing away and trimming it out.
Roger that, resume your heading of 330 and maintain 5,000.
Alright, left at 330, 5,000.
Nicely done.
Oh, high, correct.
Get yourself set back up into cruise, and then we'll move into our next demonstration.
Still a little high, correct.
Yeah, she's climbing on it, but you still got all that power in there. There you go. Okay, next set of maneuvering will be slow flight in the full dirty configuration, as though we were coming into land. So just to review, it'll be slow flight with gear down, flaps 40, and this time around, I'd like you to fly an airspeed of 65 knots, 6.5.
Okay, 6.5 knots, so we're looking for a gumps check. I got plenty of gas, undercarriage. You want gear down, flaps 40, so we're going to begin to slow a little bit more here in just a second. Mixtures will go full forward, props full forward once again.
If you could just, and I'm playing Jay Lawrence here, just so you know. When you bring those throttles forward, just bring them in nice and smoothly.
Okay, instead of jamming them.
It's easier on the governors. Now, on an engine failure, I don't mind you slamming those things forward. That's fine. But when we're just getting set up for maneuvers, just nice and easy.
Okay.
Sunrise 15, turn right, heading 030.
All right, right to 030, Sunrise 15. All right, and we're gonna, mixtures, props, switches, they're still on. Security.
807, we need another lap.
Make sure your seatbelt's set.
I am
everything's
all
still
buckled in. There you go. And don't forget your gear and flaps.
And speed is below 111, so you're coming down.
And then you can extend those flaps and use them to get you back up to 5,000.
Faster, and there's 10, 25, and 40. A little low, correcting.
Roger that.
And climbing back to 5,000. There's 5,000. Looking for 70 knots again. You said it's
65 knots.
Roger. Alright, there's 3 knots prior, a little power coming back in.
Sunrise 15, fly heading 180.
Alright, right turn 180, Sunrise 15. And clear right, coming right. A little high, a little fast, correcting with the power.
Tower, Navy, Lima 807, after this lap, request a receive
proceed out to Waddix and hold as published on the TAC-AN, runway 9 right, and we'll be requesting vectors to final for the VOR, runway 9 right, circle 18 left.
Sounds like he's got a warning horn going on.
Eliminate 07, there is no TAC in the 9 right, that was decommissioned. We got a TAC in the 27 left. And if you want to go out to the RN after 9 right, that's available.
I think that's just his inverters.
And sir, for Navy
That's pretty standard for 737/P8.
Southwest.
Gotcha.
Okay, roger that. You expect
Alright, there's 180 on the heading. 65 knots.
Beautiful. If you would, what we're going to do next is the approach to landing stall. So I'm going to have you accelerate to 80 knots, which is going to be your approach to landing speed. You'll reduce power to 15 inches, which is your approach power setting.
Right.
So reduce power to 15 inches.
Once I get to 80?
Actually, we'll just pitch forward and reduce,
okay.
just like we're coming in to land.
I got you. Okay, so you're going to...
There you go.
We're just going to start the descent.
A-firm.
Okay.
15 inches, start your descent, get her to 80 knots. Once you're at 80 knots, give me a nice 100-foot descent. So there is 80, take her down to 4,800.
Okay, look at that, 4,800, 80 knots.
At 4,800, reduce your power to idle and demonstrate an approach to landing stall.
Okay, approach to landing stall.
Yeah, please recover at the first indication.
Roger, there's 4,800 to 80 knots, and acting like I'm ballooning and working with our rack.
Tower Navy Lima 867, request overfly 18 left.
Alright, first indication.
That's pretty much request over 1 left. You can make a right turn out to the west. Winds 2007.
Alright, you got mixture props, throttles, gear is down, flaps coming to 25. And we are climbing away.
Yep, she's climbing.
And speed checks, gear coming up.
Acknowledge the horn. Just acknowledge
Sorry,
it.
the horn is going off.
It'll go away once you're attracted to the inertia flap.
And then flaps.
There you go.
Still climbing away, retrimming, looking for a blue line. And flaps coming up.
Roger that, nicely done. Recover yourself back to cruise, and let's take up a heading right now of about 210.
210 on the heading, and we'll start a cruise. I don't know, I think I lost a little more altitude than I wanted to, but...
Well within tolerances.
Okay. Alright, so... Oh, hi again, correcting. Alright, 19 and 23, cruise check. Let's run it real quick just to make sure we've got it. Cruise power is set. Mixtures are staying full forward. External lights are still set. Cow flaps are still open. An indicator compass is still working and still matching. And cruise checklist is complete.
Roger that, just get back down there to 5,000 for me.
You're correcting.
Now, John, I don't want you to panic here, but your left engine just caught on fire. It burst into flames. If you take a look out there, you'll see all those flames.
Okay, simulated. I got a fire in the left engine, and we confirm it with flames coming out.
Yes,
I'm going to take
flames are
the
coming out.
number one out. I'm going to bring it back to idle to try and remove some of that.
She's still on fire.
Roger. I'm going to take the mixture for the left engine to cut off.
I agree. You have the left one. Go ahead and bring her back.
All right, simulated coming back.
Roger that.
And then the props coming back on the left side.
Roger that. You got it. Bring her back.
Bring it back. And then I'm going to go mixture full forward, prop full forward, and throttle full forward on the other one.
Beautiful. You can go ahead and acknowledge the horn now and mute it, saying we're above 1,000.
All right, then we are above 1,000. All right, we got left engine out at this time. Gear is up. Flaps are up. And we've already got it feathered, so we shut it down ourselves. So
and the fire is out.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. We didn't have to send our little R2 unit out there to fix it. All right, there's blue line, which is maintaining us pretty much straight and level. where we're at. So I want to turn towards the airfield, which we're directly above. So I would try and find a hole and see if we could get either to initial approach fix or if we were VFR, go directly.
Roger that. We'll assume our airport is on a 270 heading. So go ahead and take up a heading of 270.
Right, turn to 270.
That's going to take us to the airport. And go ahead and do me a favor, since we have so much time to get down. Let's go ahead and secure that left engine completely.
Secure it completely.
So you did your feathering checklist.
Okay.
I know there's some non-migrative stuff.
The secure checklist.
Stay firm.
Gotcha. Element. This isn't difficult, huh?
Not at all. You're doing fine.
All right, secure checklist. Trim is set. Cowl flap for the for the operative engine is going to stay open because of the heat. We got a little low correcting, but still above blue line. Sorry, thank you.
Very good.
Fuel pump on the left-hand side. We'll go ahead.
You've got it. Go ahead and shut it off.
Turn it off. Left is off. Fuel pump. Sorry, on the right-hand side is staying on. Fuel pump on the left-hand side is off. Alternator switch on the left-hand side is coming
Don't mind
on.
me. You run your checklist.
Don't mind you.
Don't mind me.
It's never a good thing to hear from an instructor.
I'm just keeping the engine warm. That's all.
Roger. What'd you do?
Close the cowl flap so it doesn't get all that airflow through it.
Okay. So I would have something I should do.
Nope. It's not on your checklist until later on. So you just, when you come to it, you can do it. But I just did it a little early.
Okay. Magneto is of the inoperative engine. Coming to off.
Make sure I double check you on that. So yes, you do have the left side. Go for it. And you do have the left side, right side. Go for it.
Roger. Fuel quantity we'll monitor. We're still at 40 pounds aside, which is good. Fuel selector. We're going to leave them both in the on position.
Yes,
for
please
now.
do.
Electrical load monitor reduce. It looks like it's still below 50, so we should be good.
Just watch that airspeed for me. Keep it right at blue line there. Oh.
Electric load is good. Throttle prop control operative engine as required. Is going to stay right there. Checklist is complete. Single engine landing checklist we will execute here shortly.
All right, we will skip the single engine checklist, or single engine landing checklist. Let's go ahead and restart that thing. It was a nice engine shutdown and securing. That problem has fixed itself.
Okay.
Let's relight that guy.
Okay, so we'll go to the air start checklist. Air start inoperative engine. Still trying to maintain 270 on blue line, which for some reason is keeping me at 4,900 feet instead of 5,000.
Well, we take what we can get,
climb
right?
anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we take what we can get at blue line. That's what we have to stick with.
All right, fuel selector is on both engines. Carb heat is off.
And I just want to reiterate that during an engine shutdown like this, you're not expected to maintain altitude.
That's true, because I would have declared an emergency
You've
already.
declared an emergency. You're doing the best you can. You're getting the best performance out of your airplane that you can.
Right. Carb heat is off. Mixture is coming full forward.
Okay, firm. Full forward.
Engine. Throttle, the inoperative engine, is coming quarter-inch open. So inop is this one, number one, quarter-inch open. Fuel pump inoperative engine is coming on. Magneto inoperative engine coming on.
Yeah, turning them on is not an issue. You can turn those things on. Just the turning off. Turning things off is the scary part.
All right, propeller of inoperative engine up for above 110 knots.
Hey, so I'm just going to put my hand on it until you get to 110.
Okay, so I'm going to lower the nose just a little bit. Am I clear?
You are clear, and actually come right 10 degrees.
Right 10 degrees.
And accelerate to 110.
Coming to 110.
The altimeter is 3002.
Okay, we idented and we'll report on station, and after that...
Actually, we'll wait for a full 115 to make sure we're nice and safe. You're clear of clouds.
Gotcha.
There you go. A little bit more nose down, just a hair nose down more.
I missed my electric trim.
No, you don't, because then you'd have to do an autopilot approach. All right, there's 115. You are clear to move that prop lever forward.
All right, inoperative engine prop number one coming full forward. And I got flight rotation.
There she goes.
Maybe 7 o'clock for about a half a mile. He's also heading southbound. I think he's with approach control, but he's got no altitude.
Beautiful. Sunrise 15, maintain 4,500.
All right, maintain 4,500 from Sunrise 15. Prop is full increase throttle, 15 inches of MC.
Alright, so what we're going to do is put it to 15 inches of manifold pressure.
I'll wait until it heats up.
Hey, firm, that's why that cowl pipe is closed.
Hold on now.
Fuel pump
He's going to be a problem for you.
is going to remain on unless you don't want it.
Thanks much.
Your discretion with the fuel pumps, those are up to you. And then alternator is the last item on the checklist.
An alternator is coming back on.
You got it. Panel's clear.
Picked up the load. All right, 4500.
Tower from Sunrise 15. We're headed out west to Zormi. We're going to hold at Zormi. Then we'd like to do the VFR GPS 9 right circle to 18.
Sunrise 15. Do you see the V1 9 right?
Negative, sir. I did say that, but I meant the GPS 9 right circle 20 right. My apologies.
Sunrise 15, Roger. That's pretty sequential. Full base turning inbound. What's for the P8? He's 12 o'clock, about 5 miles. He's with approach. He's last altitude was 2,000 feet.
Sunrise 15. Roger. We'll be looking.
I think he's going after this Romeo and hold.
Roger that. Yeah, that was our plan as well. So we might change our plans. We'll see where he's at.
I'll keep you advised.
Thanks, sir. Sunrise 15, this is going to be radar vectors for the full procedure, GPS 9 right. Say again.
He's now holding it. Zormi looks like he's about 1 o'clock, 5 miles. He's in a right turn, right 360 at 2,000 feet.
Sunrise 15, roger that. Looks like he's in the clouds.
All right, so you said radar vectors?
So this is going to be radar vectors for the full procedure, GPS 9 right. You will be holding at Zormi. So we're going to give you vectors to Zormi. You can expect a hold at Zormi. There's our traffic there.
Okay.
So what you do, you probably might not have done this with Billy. I know you didn't do it with me. You're going to go to procedure.
Okay, real quick, I'm in the green.
Coming back to you, Life.
Back, and I'm going to reset.
1 o'clock now, about 4 miles, 2,000 feet, and he is still heading eastbound. I think he's going to be turning back to the right here in a moment, turn back to the west.
Roger that. Yeah, still no joy. He's in the clouds.
I can advise if he changes altitude out of 2,000, he's going to have right now about 2,500 feet below you.
Roger that. Okay, so yeah, we'll stay at 4,500, and we'll stay VFR for the hold at Zormi.
Roger.
Okay, so hit procedure.
All right, procedure.
And Sunrise 15, turn left heading 180.
All right, left to 180, Sunrise 15.
And actually make the heading 120.
120. On the heading, Sunrise 15.
Well, we can set it for
high
this.
correcting.
All right. So when you have time, select approach, and you know which approach you'll be doing is the GPS RNAV 9 right.
Okay, so enter. RNAV 9 right GPS.
Yep.
Enter.
It's going to ask you, are you getting vectors? Well, we are getting vectors to Zormi. So you can scroll it down to Zormi. There you go, enter. It's going to ask you, hold at Zormi. You will say yes. You want to load that, or do you want to activate it? Remember we talked about you being on the active side of the approach. If you're on the active side, you can go ahead and activate it.
Okay. And it's activated.
Roger that.
Alright, when I get to my heading to 120, I'm going to break out the cruise checklist, or I might be able to do it while I'm here.
And here, just not to distract you too much more, but you do have your waypoints here that you're now obligated to double check on your current publication.
Okay. So 120 on the heading 4,500.
Sunrise 15, keep the turn coming, heading 330.
Continue turn 330, Sunrise 15.
And when able, proceed direct to Zormi.
And when able, proceed direct to Zormi.
It's going to do that for you. So all you need to do is acknowledge these waypoints.
Okay, so I got Zormi, Charles, Totwe. I got Zormi, Charles.
What you'll have to do is highlight it.
Okay.
And scroll down to see if Totwe is there.
Totwe,
Nine right. Take the cursor off.
That's good.
Press flight plan. And you'll see there's Zormi right there, range in.
Okay.
A little bit more. A little bit more. You can see the pink line starting to appear. And actually take up a heading of 360. 350.
350 on the heading. And this will be a, this is a right turn, so we left a parallel.
So you can see it right there. So it's nice and depicted for you.
Yeah.
Nice and easy, right? So yeah, it's going to be parallel. Good. So now you got your bearing to Zormy. You got the track. You make those two the same number. So if you come right 2 degrees, you're going straight to Zormy.
Okay.
You can range it even one more time. Really get a nice, good picture of it. There it is. Right down here, fairly soon, it's going to tell you turn left, whatever.
No, no kidding.
It will. And when it does that, you just follow the instructions on the GPS.
That's too good.
Gucci, right? But remember to put your CDI button. It's $500. And it's right there. Look at that whole parallel. So hang a left turn.
All right. So even though I haven't hit Zormy yet.
District traffic. So about 1 o'clock, 3 miles. Cardinal at 5,700 feet with approach. He's going westbound.
Sunrise 15, roger, looking. We are entering the VFR hold at Zormy now.
Yeah.
All right, 094 time is, top of the hour.
Yeah, you can use your second hand there too on your clock. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, I did. Not correct. Not doing so good today.
Don't worry, man. It's my job to beat you over the head, not you.
Yeah.
Sunrise 15, Cardinal around the factories out of 6,000 now climbing.
15, roger.
Alright, time was at 4.5 when we get wings level, so we'll look at 4.5 for our turn back in. Although it does say 4 nautical miles, whatever we hit first. I guess. I don't know, GPS.
Just follow the pink line.
Just follow the pink line, doesn't matter whether it's timing-wise.
If you follow that pink line, you can't go wrong.
Okay.
The GPS is giving you instructions to do that. That's what you got to do. Now, one thing's important. Again, taking the J. Lawrence hat off, getting back to the instructor role.
Right.
Ultimately important, the $500 switch.
Right.
That's the reason they call it the $500 switch. Now, again, see how it says SUSB for suspend?
Yeah.
Anytime you see that, it means it's taking you to a hold and suspending the approach. That's what you want to see right now.
Okay. Because we're holding.
Because we're holding.
Okay.
If you go past the missed approach point, it's going to say the same thing, because what happens after every missed approach? A hold. So that's what. That's good. Now, when you want to continue the approach, after we do one more turn in the hold here, you will take that button, you'll press it, take it out of suspend, and then it will sequence properly on the approach.
So it won't sequence properly automatically.
Very firm. When that's in suspend, it's going to keep you in the hold.
Okay. So
when you're done, when I tell you you're done with the hold, reach up, hit that OBS button, and it'll go back to sequencing.
Okay. All right. So while we're in the hold, we'll got expected further clearance sometime. Assuming we can go ahead and brief once we're established for the approach inbound.
There's our P8 traffic down below us. He's no factor. He's right below us here. Okay. Down on the right side.
Alright, so GPS looks like I should be certain my turn, so clear left.
Coming left. So he's still there. He's no transponder equipped to power that pressure of altitude readout. He's at 12 o'clock, about 3 miles. He's on the south side of the airport.
Yeah, we've got him out there, sir. Thanks much. We have a visual on that traffic, 781.
Okay, that's the only thing I show for you near that vicinity of the airport for exchange.
Now, if he stays, if that traffic stays in the hold, you're with us at Zormy.
Right, we don't want to do our steep turns.
We're not going to do, well, we can do the steep turns.
Okay.
We're not going to do the unusual latitudes or the steep emergency descent. Those two will be omitted. Hopefully this guy starts the approach sometime soon.
Roger. Tire too much trim, bringing it back down. Set in a good intercept.
Beauty.
And see you guys coming back alive. This is our entry orbit, so we won't calculate the winds on this one.
Cool. On the next outbound leg, you will just go 1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute outbound. And gosh darn it, yeah, he's staying in the hold.
Gotcha. Alright, so we're established on the hull. Go ahead and break the approach real quick, just in case we gotta shoot it, although I understand if he's below us, we're not gonna be able to shoot it anyway.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do the approach. Okay. We'll just stay well clear of him.
Okay. Alright, crew, we're doing the RNAV GPS runway 9 right, circle land 18 left or right, depending on which one they give us.
18 left.
18 left. In the hold from Zormi, we will be at above 2,000 feet. We can be cleared down to Charlotte 1800 once we're past Zormi, and then down to Otway 760, and then down to our circling of 560. We got weather already from ATIS simulated, or I need to get that as well since we're in holding. We have
ATIS, I'll give you information, X-ray. It's overcast at 600 with 1 mile visibility with fog. Altimeter 3001. That's all you need.
Roger.
Up and took it out of suspend. Oh shoot, I didn't do it. Go ahead and do one more turn outbound.
Oh, sorry, that's what I thought we were planning anyway.
And for some reason it sequenced. It took itself out of suspend.
Huh. See, that's what Philly said it would do yesterday. It would automatically go.
18 left. Charlie 26, Houston Tower, say top landing.
And I'm making my right-hand turn to a heading of 274.
You want to stay with Bannon, you go touch and go back to radar.
And if you could make sure I'm out of the clouds, I'm sure I am, but I can't really see it.
26, right, runway 18 left. Wind is 200 cleared for the option.
Trent 26, clear for the
Alright, so we'll take this just outbound one more time. That didn't work out the way I wanted to, but you're holding in Zormi just fine. There's the intersection. You can see it.
One at 1 o'clock, 3 miles at 600 feet. There's a primary target only, 12 o'clock, 3 miles. He's in the pattern over here, but it's not.
Alright, elevation is 80 feet, touchdown zone of 77. There's my 274 outbound for my no wind orbit. See how that affects us. Looks like the wind might be coming from left to right just because I'm on course right now. And we'll hack for 1 minute. I'm at 40.
Okay, as we're outbound here, we're going to do a set of steep turns. We're just real quick here. You are clear left and right. Whenever you're set, roll it into 45 degrees.
Okay.
Traffic is no factor for us anywhere around here.
You want me to go left or right?
Either way, but do two. Do a right and a left, or a left and a right here.
Okay.
Whichever you want to go.
Alright, so 270 on the heading is Sergeant. We'll get that real quick. 110 knots approximately, 4,500. And clear left as far as I can see.
You are clear left.
Coming left.
Tower from Sunrise 15. Don't see that P8 on my TCAS anymore. Where'd he go to?
He's west of you right now, about 3 miles, still at 2,000 feet in right orbit.
Raj. There's your heading. Roll back into the right. You're clear right.
Clear right, coming right on a balloon.
Where did he go to? There he is. Okay. Well clear of us. Nicely done. Recover back to cruise, and then you can start your turn inbound in 30 seconds.
Roger.
What we're going to do is do this approach, since this guy won't get out of the way, in between Zormi and Charles,
Okay.
that's when we're going to do our emergency descent. However, the only difference is we will not bank the wings. We're going to do it straight ahead. Not yet. Actually give me 10 right.
Roger, 10 right, coming right.
Just to avoid this cloud. Thank you. Whenever you're ready for the approach, let me know and I'll turn you back inbound. Actually, Sunrise 15, you're now on radar vectors. Radar vectors for the GPS 9 right, circle to 18 left. Advise when ready for the approach.
Okay, let's do the approach checklist real quick. Sorry, descent and approach checklist. Descent, seatbelt shoulders on the right. And left mixtures are, we're going to go full forward now on everything. Throttles, that's right, descent. Do you descend in cruise?
What are you saying?
Descent checklist, do we descend in cruise?
We will. No, you're in cruise right now. You can do the descent check. What's going to happen is I'm going to take you to Zormi at 4,500.
Okay.
Once we pass Zormi, you're going to go from 4,500 down to 1,800.
Okay.
Doing an emergency descent. Again, the only difference between the emergency descent that you're used to and this one, we're going to go straight ahead. We're not going to be in a turning situation.
Okay. So, but I'm not configured.
You're not configured at all.
That's right. Okay.
You will have the landing gear down. I'll brief you on that prior to Zormi. Are you ready for the approach?
Yes, I'm ready for the approach.
Sunrise 15, turn right, heading 100.
Drive 100. 270, maintain 2000, contact departure.
Sunrise, I'm just shutting up so I hear what ATC says. Sunrise 15, turn right, heading 100. When able, proceed direct to Zormi, which is bearing 095 right now.
Alright, 100, when able to proceed direct to Zormi for Sunrise 15.
Sunrise 15, maintain 4,500 until Zormi. You are cleared for the GPS 9 right, circle 18 left.
Alright, maintain 4,500 until Zormi, cleared for the GPS 9 right, circle land line 18 left. For Sunrise 15.
Alright, so a little bit of a screwy situation here, but this is not uncommon of an FAA check ride where the examiner just wants to hook you up and we'll kind of do some dancing.
Coming back. Shooting over just a hair.
No, you're good. Just proceed direct Zormi.
Okay, direct Zormi.
Direct Zormi, you can use these numbers here.
807 is
094 is set.
5 miles to the northwest of the field to the visual runway 18 left.
And so if it's bearing 099, you need 4 right.
Right, 420, follow runway 18 left.
I'm sorry.
180 at 9.
Perfect.
Altimeter.
Now you're going directly to Zormi. When you get there, you'll have a center needle.
Okay. Oh, I gotcha. I'm shooting. Instead of going back and driving it in, I'm going direct.
Just going direct to it.
Gotcha. Proceed straight to runway 18 left.
If you really want to, you're more than welcome to go ahead and correct now.
No worries.
Alright, what we're going to do is get to Zormi. When I see a sucker hole, I'll tell you to perform the emergency descent.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and get your gear at Zormi.
Okay, so emergency descent gas, we got 38 on each side. Undercarriage is clean. Mixtures, full forward props.
Oh,
no. Did they stay at 23?
No, they will stay at...
But I just got to do it soft.
Nice, smooth. And again, just because think about carrying passengers, they feel that jerk.
Yeah, they're going to freak out.
They're going to freak out. And governors as well, the prop governors. They want to take it easy on the governors. So when you hear me stop talking, it's just because I'm listening to ATC.
No worries. Props are up. Switches to get the fuel on, secure belts and everything. Approach checklist.
Previously, holding PH departed the area, now there's no factor for you. You got another one passing off, you know, this will be about 5 miles ahead of you. From right to left, he's northbound with approach, he's at 2,000.
Sunrise 15, roger that, we'll be looking. And we're coming up on Zormi now. We'd like to start inbound for 9 right, circle to 18 right.
Sunrise 15, roger. Report commission circle approach to the north for the right base, runway 18 right.
Sunrise 15, roger that. We'll call the circle, and yeah, you might get a low altitude alert on us here momentarily. We're going to pick one of these holes and go through it.
Alright, approach briefing was complete. Fuel pumps are on. External lights are set. Fuel selectors are still on. Cowl flaps are both open. And checklist for approach is complete down for landing checks. And there's Zormi. We're at Zormi.
Okay, go ahead and configure for your emergency descent, which the gear will be down.
Okay.
We use that as a speed brake.
Alright, so power come back just a little bit so I can get below 111 knots.
140 for the extension.
That's right.
That's 111 for the retraction.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Sorry.
You're good. Again, not unsafe. You're erring on the safe side. All right. And once I say to commence your emergency descent.
3 unlocked. Flaps are staying where they're at.
just bring the power back to idle and pitch for 135 knots.
Okay, pitch for 135 knots. Let me know when you're ready, because I can't see the clouds.
I'm watching like a hawk. I'm hawking real good here.
Coming back to course line.
Alright, and we'll take her down to 1800 to Charles.
1,800 to Charles. Okay.
Looking like about half mile.
Okay.
Oh, I see a real good hole. Heck, you might not even have to do an emergency descent through this hole. This is a big one. Alright, get ready for it a little bit more, and I'll call the emergency descent.
Roger.
And commence your descent.
Alright, going down. Alright, there's 4,000.
A little bit more nose down. Beautiful.
And there's 135. One to go.
And begin your level off.
Alright, another one.
There you go. You're all set up for the approach. Gears down. You're coming up on the final approach fix, 1,800 feet. And here comes Charles. Nicely done.
Alright, 1,800 feet to Charles. And Charles is the final approach fix, so we'll go ahead and get at least 10 degrees of flaps in.
Good. What is the one thing we're looking for?
Not to go below
No, yeah, well, that too. But you're already past Charles.
Oh.
But once you pass Charles, what are you looking for on the GPS screen?
Approach mode.
Approach mode, exactly.
Okay, so I'm in approach. Alright, 10 degrees coming in.
Confirm we're clear downwind.
And we're down to 760.
Yep, you're clear for the approach, and we'll call the circle. I'll call the field insight for you.
Roger, and way fast, because I got distracted, which you're good at. Plus, the plane is hard to learn, so coming back to course line. Yeah, looking for 100 knots for the circling approach. Here's 100 knots, looking for 760. Got a ground speed of 103, but I'm behind someone over just a little more.
Another PA. He's over at White House's runway now, straight in for the RNAV, or visual approach, actually.
And Navy Lima 807 will be looking for that traffic. We'd like a lap of pattern altitude.
You can expect that, too. Be number 2 following that PA.
We'll expect that number 2, Navy Lima 807.
Alright, getting down, trying to see if we can get the weather. Which we probably won't, because it's at 600, but here comes 100 to go. And there's 760 approaching tile, increasing just a little bit.
Don't go below. Don't go below.
Ooh.
That's a wake. I don't know what from what, but that's a wake.
Alright, I'll just stay at 800.
Sounds good to me. Get -0 + 100 for any of these, and you just passed Hotwee.
Roger, and we're down to 560.
Started 26 with you at Mugwa inbound, 3 line.
I'm always left on this plane. I don't understand it.
You got pretty good wind out of the south.
Trying 26, clear for the option 1.
I'm watching our crab angle here. You do have a pretty good crab angle.
You got your traffic in sight.
807, that's traffic.
I think even if the wind was coming from the other direction, I would be left, of course.
518 left.
Alright, looking for 560. And it's getting close to our runway 9 right, so there's...
Runway is in sight at 12 o'clock.
And we're going to circle to land.
You're cleared to circle to the north.
Alright, clear left, come on left. I want to
Sunrise
lift
15, circling north for 18 right.
toggles up.
I do clear for the option runway 18 right. Wind is 190 at 7. Constellate towers will be 2 P8 on final for the left side.
Roger that. Clear for the option 18 right, and we'll come up with a plan here in the circle for our next approach.
Roger.
Alright, I see the P8 over there. And
Alright,
we'll
so
go ahead and get configured. Flaps coming to 40.
Stay at 560. There's your point of intended touchdown. You can start a one continuous turn, just like a Navy pattern.
Checks.
And just don't go below MDA until you're in that position to make a normal landing.
For Gulf 3, test 67.
Speed checks. Flaps to 40.
Getting a little deep here.
Oh, sorry, there's traffic. He's on parallel runway?
A-firm.
Okay, my bad.
Very good.
That was,
yeah, the P8s always take the big runway on the east side.
Roger. It was uncomfortable for a second. I should have spoken up more clearly.
You're good. Alright, when you leave MDA, announce that you are leaving
MDA.
Roger that.
Fast, correcting.
Try this 26, let's use climb out, contact departure.
Alright, to left.
Keep climb out with departure, thanks.
Gulf test 67, taxi cross runway 18 right, hold short 18 left. Okay, cross the right, hold short of the left for Gulf 3, test 67.
A rabbit right there.
What's that?
There's a rabbit right there on the runway.
Okay.
Fuel truck on the runway. There's a fuel truck. Oh my god.
Alright, mixtures, props, throttles, all climbing up. We're climbing away. And flaps. Gear. Although we still have remaining runway.
You can go ahead and retract it, that's fine.
Gear coming up. And acknowledge.
Don't mute it below 1,000.
Roger, I can't with the flaps, right?
Yeah.
But I gotta remember not to reach up, because I'm like, what are you doing? Alright, we're climbing away still. Flaps.
That's from Sunrise 15. We'll be off to the west with all your traffic on the 18s. I doubt you can accommodate an ILS, correct?
Flaps.
What do you mean by 9 left just closed? You mean 9 right?
No, in ILS. We're going to be off to the west side here, but with all the traffic on the 18s, I don't think you can accommodate an ILS, can you?
Probably not at the moment. You proceed out to the west. I'll give you a call as soon as I find a hole for you. I'll let you know.
Roger that. Heading off to the west here, and we'll hang out. Actually, we'll go down and hang out near SETI if you want to just give us a call.
Okay. 807 left post, please.
Sunrise 15, flighting 210, maintain 2000.
210, 2000. Sunrise 15.
PEA at departure and staying in left hand.
Probably a good thing you didn't see that traffic. Take a look to your left. Did you see him as we were climbing out?
Clear. I did not.
He was right there.
Left turn out for us. Which one would you like to go, left or right? I'd like to make a left turn, climb to 17.5.
Alright, climb checklist. Climb power is set. Sorry, landing gear is at flaps. Climb power is set. Fuel pumps are still on. Engine instruments are checked. Gal flaps are open. And climb checklist complete. Markets for 2000.
Sunrise 15, flighting 190.
190, Sunrise 15.
Sunrise 15, this will be radar vectors for the ILS 36 right. However, I'm going to need you to hold at a SETI. So advise and ready to copy a hold at a SETI.
Alright, radar vectors for the ILS runway 36 right to hold at a SETI, ready to copy for Sunrise 15.
Sunrise 15, hold south of a SETI on the 36 right localizer at 2,000 feet. With right turns. Time now is well, whatever it is, expect further clearance in 20 minutes.
And then on Tuesday, I think.
All right, Sunrise 15 is
Contact approach for advisors 123.8. Have a good
cleared to hold into SETI, south of a SETI, 36 right localized, or 2,000 feet in right turns. Standard turns time now is 20, expect further clearance in 20 minutes.
Alright, so in order to get a SETI, what you have to do is procedure, select approach,
right,
for 36 right.
Traffic well up your right there, about a half a mile.
And vectors activated. Yes. A SETI and runway 36 right's all you get, and then a SETI is almost right in front of us. It's bearing 181.
Okay.
What kind of hold are you going to do?
So I'm holding in south of a SETI, so right turns, this is just a direct entry right into it. Right?
Not a direct. We're holding on the south side, so your inbound's going to be north.
I'm sorry, south of a SETI. We're going to a SETI now.
We're going to a SETI now?
Yeah.
And we're going to hold on the south side of it.
And right turns. I'm holding on the south side of a SETI. Why isn't this direct?
Draw the hold. So
Right.
the hold is like this.
Right, and right turns though.
Right turns, but on the south side, so your inbound course is 360.
I guess I'm confused on what I'm actually doing. Sorry. So if I'm doing holding south of a SETI, like a SETI's here, I'm holding south.
Right now, you are here.
Yep.
And
Okay, so I'm doing a teardrop. Sorry.
Yeah, A-firm. There you go. So
I had a
teardrop,
misunderstanding.
150. That's all right. Miscommunication is no problem.
No, I'm looking at it wrong. Slow correcting. And back to 19.
Isn't it fun being a student again?
No, it sucks. I like depicted holdings, I guess, better because I can understand them more clearly. I guess I'm just a dumb Marine. Alright, we were timing outbound at about 30. Alright, we can do decent approaches. Seatbelts are set. Mixtures, we're going to leave them out where they're at for our holdings since I checked it up. Throttles are staying where they're at. Take your warning horn as required. Oh, we're not really descending, are we?
Nope, not just yet, but you're in the hold waiting for an approach, so it doesn't hurt to do it.
Cal flaps are staying with that. Descents are complete approaches. Approach briefing. Alright, crew attention.
Don't forget your time.
I got 15 more seconds. At least that's what maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Okay.
Up close 837.
And there's my time. Clear rate coming right.
Sorry, coming.
Alright, crew attention, we're doing the ILS runway 36 right. This will be, we're already at a SETI holding, so we'll just continue to hold here once we're clear for the approach. We're turning inbound towards the SETI. And, we'll intercept glide slope. We're at 2,000 now. We should be able to intercept somewhere between 2,000 and 1,800 between a SETI. We'll just follow the glide slope down. And I just got lost.
Okay. That's your CDI to your inbound course.
Yeah, there we go.
Which is just like the ILS.
Yeah.
And then please, anytime you mess with your CDI like that, or you mess with any of these GPSs, what's the most important thing? The most important button in the airplane? It already did it for you. Look at that. How about that, huh?
That's crazy. Alright, so I'm intercepting inbound anyway, so I'm going to set up an intercept.
There you go. You know SETI's bearing 342 now. You're tracking 342 beautifully.
No, I'm just getting angry. It's never good to fly angry.
All right. Take a deep breath. Wiggle the toes.
Exactly.
We'll take a nice, relaxing. Here we are. We're all set up now. There you go.
I'm going to put on more stupid goggles. Maybe that'll help me concentrate better. No, I'm not trimmed for shit.
Midfield downwind for
All right.
807, clear option runway 18 left, winds 2106.
Good option, way left, 807.
We'll be course guidance and glide slope guidance at a 272. We're not. Are we circling?
We're not circling. This will be a straight in. For your purposes, this is a straight in approach.
Okay, so 272 coming back to course. 272, be down 2 guys. 72 on the
Your new minimums will be 500 MSL. 500 on your meter.
500 MSL.
All right, there's a SETI. We're going to turn that back.
All right, clear. Coming right, coming back out.
And Sunrise 15 is holding it a SETI. If you get a window, that'd be great. But if not, don't worry about it.
Sunrise 15, roger. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a hole open up. I do have another inbound coming. He's coming up on the river now. Looks like a System 182 inbound for a full stop, I guess.
Roger. You bring water or anything like that?
I did not.
You didn't? Okay.
Not today, I forgot. Anyway, like I said, we're down to 272.
I got gum in my headset bag. Get yourself some gum. Chew some gum.
I'll be alright. I'm good.
Well, give me some gum. Would you mind?
Are you gonna make me do?
Well, nothing gets by you, does it? No, all right. So if you're gonna be too smart for me, then no, it's all right. Go ahead. Let's set me up in a left 45 bank, please.
All right, left 45 bank.
I was gonna give you the easy ones, but
now you're really gonna hurt me.
Now I'm gonna hurt you. All right. Chin to your chest. Keep us in the 45. All the way down. Head all the way down. As far down. Stretch that neck out. Stretch that neck out. All right. You know the drill. When I say reverse course, head goes all the way back. Reverse course. Head goes all the way back. Going back. Head goes back. Head goes back. Head goes back. Recover. 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 Recover.
All right. Wings level. Throttle to idle. Getting fast. All right. We're back at altitude, climbing back up to 2,000 feet. Mixture. Props. I gotta stop doing that.
On an emergency situation like that, that's fine.
Okay.
It's when we're coming in, getting set up for approaches and stuff like that.
Yours is fine.
You're doing fine. All right, turn right heading 210, and we'll continue the hold here.
All right, 210.
With you, zooming inbound for the RNAV runway at 9.
We might not be able to get this ILS in.
Charlie 26, Star, right to report commission instructors approach to the north for right base runway 18 left.
Star 26 will let you know, and we will be entering the tower pattern if able.
Copy that.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a nav flag popping on and off though. That's probably because my localizer's coming in and out. I got a nav flag completely on now, so can't really do the ILS if I got a nav flag. Am I up on the ILS localized frequency? That would be a good thing to know too, huh? We're just not doing very well today.
Tower 07 looking for downwind.
You got a nav flag?
I did, now it's going.
Just port to midfield.
We're at an odd angle for the localizer, so don't worry about that.
Alright, so localizer is 109.5, which I don't even have in the system, so we can't do the,
Well, you do.
oh, I'm having it up there. Boy, I am having a bad day today. 109.5.
I don't have much luck getting into 136 today.
No problem. We'll be back inbound for a full stop. You want to stand on the right downwind?
Just when you're ready to start back, just set up for a right downwind entry for 18 right. And I got a P8 currently on about 8 miles straight in 9 right. He's going to circle for 18 left, or he's going to circle to the north for 18 left.
Sunrise 15, roger that. We'll enter the right down for 18 right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's call it quits.
Okay, that sounds like a
I
good
think
plan.
you've had enough for today. Turn right heading 330. This will be vectors for the visual approach to Cecil Airport. Report the field in sight.
Alright. Right, 330 vectors to the visual for Cecil. Report the airfield in sight, Sunrise 15. Alright, now we can do the descent checklist again. Give us harness, make sure they're secured. Mixtures will adjust with descent.
My controls?
You have the controls?
My controls. Take a break. Wiggle the toes. Take a nice deep breath. Shake it out.
Easy to get flustered.
It is, especially when you fly with me.
Which is not good. Not good for a check ride.
No. Remember when I told you about being spotted while you're weightlifting?
Yeah.
Today you're getting spotted. I'm spotting you. You're struggling. You're supposed to struggle. That's how you get stronger, right?
True.
So you're good, man. Just don't beat yourself up on it.
Sometimes I just think it's dumb that I'm about to take a check ride on a plane I've flown 3 times.
You're going to be just fine. Again, if I... Those 2 guys I told you about, those are 2 guys who were not endorsed. They went to the check ride. Nobody wanted to endorse those guys.
26, we follow the company traffic. He's approaching the left base. He's going to stay now.
I'm more than willing to endorse you. You're doing fine. Don't worry about it.
Traffic light. Sunrise 15, the P8 to the west of the field. It's about 3 miles final out for 9 right. He'll start to circle shortly to the northeast at 1,100 feet.
Sunrise 15, looking.
Tower Trend 26 is starting the circle.
I got it.
26, Roger, clear for the option number 2.
12 o'clock moving right, left to right.
Okay.
Only go make left traffic. When it's 2008.
Clear for the option runway 18 left, and it's going to be left traffic out to the Cisco.
That's 962 Julie Bravo, Susie on freak.
Yes, sir, 962 Julie Bravo's on freak, 280 heading for the right downwind for 18 left.
So if you would, just report turning northbound for the right downwind 18 right, on the right side.
Okay, we'll report northbound turn for the downwind for 18 right, 2 Juliet Bravo.
Sunrise 15 entering the extended right downwind. We got the P8 ahead and set. We'll maintain visual separation.
Sunrise 15, Roger, he's going to the left side. Runway 18 right, you cleared for the option when it's 2008.
Clear for the option 18 right, and we will be at a full stop for Sunrise 15.
Roger, clear to land on the right, you can plan Bravo, turn off.
We'll plan Bravo, clear to land, 18 right, Sunrise 15. All right, you ready for it? Sure. All right, your controls.
All right, I have the controls.
Rear controls.
Controls. Yeah, 2,500 for entry to pattern altitude, or...
I was entering
1,000.
1,500. Boy, you're having trouble even reading the altimeter.
I know, you're not kidding.
You're cleared down to pattern altitude now. We've got traffic in sight, and we also are cleared to land on 18 right.
Yeah, always hate to send it into the pattern.
Yeah, me too. I don't care for it. That's why I'm coming in high.
It works.
We got a P8 also at 2 o'clock.
Alright, approach checklist. We're doing a visual. Fuel pumps are on. External lines and set fuel sectors are still up. Cow flaps are open. Checklist complete down to 4 landings.
We'll go 807.
Alright, so looks like our number 1 engine has gone out on us for some reason. We'll go max 19 what we got. Looking for blue line. I would climb, to tell you the truth, but if you want me to stay at pattern altitude, I will.
Well, you do. You treat it like a real situation. What would you? You are coming in to treat this in this situation as it's real.
All right, flaps are up and gear is up, and then feather the number 1. So
okay, you got number 1, simulate feathering.
All right, number 1, simulate feather.
All right, coming up. You are feathered. You're going to tell tower?
Roger, I'm going to declare an emergency and let them know that I'm going to make this full stop as we had planned before.
Roger that.
And if they could roll the trucks, I don't know what's wrong with my engine.
All right, Sunrise 15, roger, copy your emergency, sir. You are cleared to land 18 right. The trucks are rolling.
Roger.
And you're clear to use your quadrant as you see fit.
Roger. And we are in a real simulated emergency situation. You would be the expert on the plane, so I'd ask you, but I'm supposed to handle it myself, but I'd ask you if I'd forgotten anything. Besides 4 landings,
I'm going to cue you.
So speed checks. We're ahead, RB. I know we got the field mate, so I'm going to go ahead and put my gear down.
All right, so standard brief on the engine failure, landing with a simulated engine failure at 200 AGL. You have both throttles at your disposal.
Roger. And speed checks, flaps to 10.
Try to see 6 looks for left close.
Main thing I want to say about that is if you bring them back together. If you want to wave off with the 2 engine wave.
Okay.
Turn approved, and we'll port.
And a little high, so we're going to bring flaps to 25 and no more than that because we're single engine. So flaps are 25. For landing checklist, gears 3 down to line, flaps are 25, covering each stay where it's at. Mixtures and props are full forward. And the cell mirror nose gear is down.
Left turn there, the final you'll see a
Checklist complete.
Seminole. He's on the right base for 18 left full stop. Correction, 18 right for the full stop.
A little fast, but that's okay with the single engine. Rather be fast and slow.
Mid Tower, 962 Julie Bravo is turning to the north.
And start to retrim.
Bravo, see, start right to continue. Inbound, you can ascend down to 1,000 foot, pattern altitude, report right, midfield, downwind, 18 right.
Okay, we'll descend.
You staying at better altitude, no factor.
Roger.
Midfield downwind for 18 right.
Starting to work towards 80 knots.
There's 200 AGL, you have both engines at your disposal.
Roger. And looking to slow towards 80.
So here you won't be able to give it that extra squeezy thrust. You just got to go in and plant it.
Okay.
At that gate, side for 807. Tower trying to...
A little more nose attitude, just a little bit, don't balloon. Easy with your nose, easy with your nose, easy with your nose. Bring it back down.
For a couple laps, please.
Try 26, Roger.
Beautiful landing.
18 left.
Well, that first one was.
Two of them, yeah.